As we researched the Italian-American experience, we stumbled on a stunning, little-known radio program which seems to mirror a much more widely known television series entitled The Sopranos. And never being one to shy away from cheap ripoffs, tonight we proudly present an episode of the soon-to-be litigious program, The Pepperonis.
There you go, Tony. That rat thinks Louis Looselips Luigi won't be doing any more talking to the feds.
Yeah, it's just too bad Louis Looselips wasn't the one talking to the feds.
He wasn't?
Nah, it was his cousin Lenny Lousy Oral Hygiene Laconi. He's the guy we should have whacked.
Oh, well, these things happen. What should we do with the body?
Just throw it in the ditch with Mario missing here, Frank Fungus Toe, and Nicky No Nickname.
That's getting to be one crowded ditch.
You talking back to me, lazy son of a gun?
No, Tony. Never, Tony.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Listen, I gotta run.
Where are you off to in such a hurry? We still got business to attend to.
Listen,
We gotta deal with those nuns that didn't cough up their insurance money. We gotta make our FOP donations. And we gotta unload those 58 crates of prophylactics we stole. Personally, I don't think that was such a good idea, Tony. I mean, 2 crates of prophylactics, I can see. But 58? That's a lot of bongy-bongies to unload. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, Bruno, I just don't
Maybe if we sold them as balloons at kids' birthday parties?
Bruno.
Maybe the Chuck E. Cheese guys might.
Bruno!
What?
You're the deputy of the association. You figure it out.
Where are you off to in such a hurry? What's more important than the association?
Nothing, it's just... I got out of the business. Do you frickin' mind?
Sure thing, Tony. Sure thing. Also, what's with the purse?
Say a word about the person. You'll be the next one in the ditch, yeah?
Hey, Tony Pepperoni. How you doing, man?
Cut it, Petey. You think I want everyone knowing I'm here?
Hey, but it's your pizza parlor, Tony. You own it. You run it. You're the man.
Yeah, and what happens if anybody finds that out, huh? You know, to the rest of the world, I'm a nice, respectable mob boss. What happens to that reputation if everybody finds out that I actually run a pizza parlor on the side?
It's a nice pizza parlor, Tony.
It's still pizza, Petey. You call it what you want. It's still tomato sauce, cheese, dough, and toppings. And God help me, I love it. I got pizza sauce in my blood. It's the only thing I'm really good at.
You're perfectly fine mob boss, too, Tony.
Don't try to freaking placate me, okay, Petey? You got some calzone stuff?
Actually, that's what I need to talk to you about. We gotta make a decision on whether to go with that thick Chicago deep dish style or the crispy crust, or both.
We gotta decide today.
New menus go to the printer next week.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
And, actually, we got worse news.
Boys, you already busted my strombolis here.
There's a new pizza joint going in down the street.
In our territory.
On our block.
Is it that Captain Tony's? Because if it is, I swear, they're gonna find more than sausage than meat lovers combo.
It's worse.
Worse?
It's Domino's.
Oh, God. Oh, God. No, please tell me you're yanking me.
I swear to God, Tony, saw the blue and red logo in the window this morning myself.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Hey, Tony, what's with the pills? You okay?
My doc prescribed them to handle the stress. I can take 15 an hour. Mother of Mary, Domino's. You know, I thought the FBI was bad, but Domino's? They got cinnamon sticks now. They got cheese sticks. It's over. We're toast. Close the doors. Blow out the pilot light. Gracie, we're history.
How long does it take for those stress pills to kick in?
I have no freaking idea, moron. I gotta get home and see my wife and kids.
Are you gonna tell them about our pizza parlor?
What do you think, I'm insane? And lose what little respect they still got for me? I'm out of here.
You never said deep dish or thin and crispy. Deep.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Mafia.
mechanic, Carmela. I've got a lot on my plate today.
Not just on your plate. You got stains on your shirt, too. What is that?
Nothing. It's just a stain.
Is that pizza sauce, Tony? You been hanging around a pizza joint?
No, it's probably just blood. Probably left over from Louis Loose Lips. We had to whack him today.
You sure it's not pizza sauce?
Look, a man's shirt is his business, stains and all. Capiche?
What about his family life? Is that his business too?
Carmela.
Huh? The beauty shop is still charging me $60 for the tint and style, plus $40 for the nails and pedicure. I told them if they didn't back down on the fee, all the papers in town would be receiving compromising photos of Darius, the head beautician, and his blow dryer. They laughed in my face. Now I want to know where those photos are.
I still don't got him yet. Donnie Developing Fluid Draco hasn't come through yet.
Can you at least arrange a little accident with the conditioner?
No.
And you call yourself a mob boss?
Hey, Pops.
Hey, Jay, my boy, how you doing? Come give your old man a hug.
That's okay, Pops. I gotta go.
Oh, so you sent down. Yeah, you got no time for your own father.
Actually, there's one thing I wanted to ask you.
Shoot. I meant it figuratively, you little dip.
Oh.
Hey, Jay. You're not holding the gun right anyway. Now, keep your grip here with this finger resting on the trigger and keep your sight line half an inch above your target. Like this.
Will you put that thing away?
Well, what I wanted to ask you was, today in the lunch line, Todd Wilkerson cut in front of me to get a chocolate milk.
Yeah.
It was the last chocolate milk.
Okay.
So can you whack him?
What?
Oh, please. Your father can't even extort a Ponzi hairdresser. What makes you think he's got the Gorgonzolas to off Todd Wilkerson?
Will you butt out?
Paging Don Corleone, paging Don Corleone.
So you let this kid disrespect me in front of the whole school and everybody?
It was milk.
Chocolate milk!
The last chocolate milk.
Well, my pills.
Hi, Dad.
Meadows, thank God. I need someone who talks sense in this house.
I wanted to talk to you too, Dad.
Give me a hug.
That's okay. Listen, I got my grades back from college.
Yeah?
In my Threats and Graft 101 class, the teacher totally gave me a C+ on my money laundering for fun and profit exam.
Okay.
So, can you whack him?
No!
You might as well ask him to put a horse's head in your professor's bed. Not our Mr. Queasy Wheezy.
What's the point of being a mob boss if you can't even change your daughter's GPA?
Oh, is it the only thing that this family can think about, huh? Mob. You know, there's more to life than the association, you know.
Children, go upstairs.
What's Dad talking about, Ma?
I can't believe you'd say such a thing in front of your own offspring.
Why are my pills?
Benny No Cuticles Bananas, Dad, never acts like this.
I hate my life.
Me too.
You see? You see what you do to this family? You think Paulie can't find the remote control Romano's family pulls this sort of crap? How many pills is that?
My doc says I can take 30 an hour. Listen, I gotta go see my shrink.
Children, calm down. We still got work to do. Now we'll have some dinner, then we still got to figure out what to do with those 58 crates full of prophylactics Bruno unloaded on us.
You've been listening to The Pepperonis, filmed live in front of a radio crew? We're not allowed to have a live audience. Anyway, will Tony break free of the pizza biz? Is HBO going to sue us? Stay tuned to find out after this musical break.
Now and then I think of when we were together, like when you said you felt so happy you could die. I told myself that you were right for me, but felt so lonely in your company. But that was love and it's an ache I still remember. You can get addicted to a certain kind of sadness, with resignation to the end, always the end. So when we found that we could not make sense, oh, you said that we would still be friends. But I'll admit that I was glad it was over. But you didn't have to cut me off, make out like it never happened and that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, 'cause you treat me like a stranger and that feels so rough. Oh, you didn't have to stoop so low, have your friends collect your records and then change your number. Guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Somebody I used to know. Somebody. Now and then I think of all the times you screwed me over, but had me believing it was always something that I'd done. But I don't want to live that way, reading into every word you say. You said that you could let it go, and I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody that you used to know. But you didn't have to cut me off, make out like it never happened and that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, 'cause you treat me like a stranger and that feels so rough. Oh, you didn't have to stoop so low, have your friends collect your records and then change your number. Guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Somebody I used to know. Somebody I used to know. Somebody I used to know. Somebody.
This is the moment, this is the day when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play, is here and now today. This is the moment, this is the time when the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when all I've done, all of the streaming, scheming, and screaming become one. I hit the day, see it sparkle and shine, when all I've lived for becomes mine. For all these years I faced the world alone, and now the time has come to prove to them I made it on my own. This is the moment, my final test. Destiny beckoned, I never reckoned second best. I won't look down, I must not fall when all I've lived for. This is the moment of them all. This is the moment. Damn all the odds. This day or never, I'll sit forever with the gods. I won't look back, I will always recall. This is the moment, the greatest moment, the greatest moment of them all.
So what seems to be the problem this week, Mr. Pepperoni?
It's like I'm being torn in two. Like I'm a piece of chicken that's left over after it's been eaten. And, you know, one half the people I know got one part, and the other got the other part, and they both pull to make a wish, and I snap. I'm like that, you know?
You feel like a wishbone.
A wishbone. Yeah, that's exactly what I feel like. No, actually, I'm like this sponge-like thingy that just fills up and fills up and fills up, and then I'll press against the window to clean it, and all the stuff just comes pouring out.
You feel like a squeegee.
A squeegee. You know, I'm like a guy with two brains in one head, like that mutant calf I saw in the museum one time, except now both my brains are about to explode on my frickin' ears.
You feel like a mob boss who secretly runs a pizza parlor.
What? No, not like that at all.
You feel like a squeegee.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to me the problem is your unconscious self using every method of denial and sublimation to hold together two diametrically opposed facets of your pre-verbal personality. But your stunted inner life is no match for your increasingly intolerable external realities.
I'm like a squeegee.
You're like a squeegee. Why not just give up on the pizza business? Walk away. What?
You don't just walk away from the pizza business. You go out in a mountain of mozzarella and grease. Or your sleeve gets caught in a pie pen and you're dragged to a 400-degree to bake like a ziti. Or you're speeding to deliver some pies downtown, you're broadside a livestock truck, and you're crushed beneath the weight of 1,000 pounds of cattle and poultry. That's the way a pizza man dies. There are a million ways to go, but no one ever walks away from pizza.
I see.
Walk away.
Then I have a question for you, Mr. Pepperoni.
Shoot.
I don't have a firearm, Mr. Pepperoni.
It's a frickin' figure, a frickin' speech.
No need to shout, Mr. Pepperoni. I've been talking to my own psychiatrist about trying to counsel a man such as yourself.
Yeah, I'm such a handful, ain't I?
And he keeps telling me my problems aren't really with you, but with my own father.
Yeah?
So I was thinking,
What?
could you whack my father?
What?
Or at least my psychiatrist, he's driving me up the frickin' wall.
No, what is it with you people?
Then I think this session is over.
Hang on, I just got here.
Here are 400 more stress pills, Mr. Pepperoni. Go nuts.
You're Tony Pepperoni. How you doing, man?
Hey, Petey.
Hey, you don't look so good. Can I get you something? Lasagna? Linguine? Mugu gai pan?
What?
I'm kidding. Here, have a slice of onion and anchovy. Manja.
I ain't hungry.
Some wine? It's from the old country, out in the Ashtabula.
No wine.
Okay, but as long as I got you here, I gotta ask you something.
I am not whacking anybody.
Okay, that's good to know. I was actually just wondering if we should go order more of these red and white checkered tablecloths, or if we should go with something a little more hip, you know? I can get these cute little lacy numbers, like doilies, paper doilies, you know, but bigger.
I don't care.
Also, people are beginning to suspect
Suspect what?
that all these autographed photos on the wall may not be legit. Like that one of Frank Sinatra that says, "To Petey and the gang, best pizza in town."
What's wrong with it?
Well, you probably shouldn't have signed it in crayon. Looks fishy, you know? And it's dated 2000. Old Blue Eyes bought it in 98. You know, little tip-offs like that.
So take down the pictures, reforge them. I don't care.
And the name of the restaurant, Tony.
What's wrong with our name?
I know you don't want to have any connection between your Italian heritage and this place. Like you're ashamed of us.
I'm not ashamed.
Hey, it's okay if we're something you sweep under your rug.
You're not under my rug.
You want to be a closeted pizza man?
I'm not closeted.
Okay, fine, but the name, especially since Domino's is moving in.
Where's my pills? I need more pills.
I think we need a more Italian name for our restaurant.
What's wrong with the name we got?
Saul Herskowitz Kosher Deli. Just don't say pizza, Tony.
I gotta cover my trail.
You're covering it too well.
Got it. I got it.
Okay.
I need more pills. I gotta calm down. And will someone shut that accordion player up before I whack him?
Sorry.
Oh, sure, you whack Joe Squeezebox Mancotti, but you won't whack that kid who took your son's chocolate milk?
He told you about that.
Yeah, he stopped in earlier. Don't worry, I didn't tell him nothing.
I gotta get home. I gotta see my wife and kids.
Hey, so you never answered me about the crust.
I don't care.
And for a name, I was thinking of compromise. Saul the Sicilian's Herskowitz Kosher Deli. How's that sound?
Well, welcome home, Mr. Wussy Man.
What's with all the balloons?
Uncle Bruno brought him by, 58 crates full. So we blew him up and decorated the house.
These aren't balloons.
Can't you enjoy a frickin' nice thing we do for you, you pig?
Ooh, I don't got any patience for your lip right now, Carmela.
Fine. You don't want to hear my apology? You won't hear my apology.
You was gonna apologize.
Listen, honey, me and the kids, we was all thinking, you're out busting your rigatoni 24/7 to put food on our table and a roof over our head.
And a 60-inch plasma HD TV in every room, including the garage.
Yeah?
We realized that extortion, murder, and ruining people's lives is your day job. How could we ask you to do it in your family time, too?
Yeah.
We love you for who you are, Pops, not what you do for us.
You do?
So, we're gonna forget about the scumbags at the beauty salon, and the dirt wipe who cut AJ off, and the piece of filth professor that screwed Meadows over.
Okay.
And just have a nice meal, just the four of us.
And your Uncle Junior, and Sylvia Lugnuts, and Aunt Stiletto, and Richie Paper or Plastic, and the rest of the family.
That sounds great. Thank you, guys.
And we already ordered in supper. See?
Oh, dear God. Is that?
Pizza!
Oh, my God.
Do you like it? It's from the new Domino's down the street.
Are you okay, Dad?
He looks kind of purple.
AJ? Go call an ambulance. I think your father just suffered a heart attack.
Can we eat the pizza first while it's still warm?
Well, I don't see why not. Just step over your father here and cut some pieces for Uncle Junior and Cousin Toupee. Big slices, don't be stingy.
Thank you for joining us for this production of The Pepperonis. This has been a work of totally original fiction. Any resemblance to names, characters, businesses, places, events, locales, and incidents in existing media are definitely coincidental, and we would very much appreciate you being cool about it. Coming up, more musical numbers, along with murder and mayhem in Sorry, Wrong Number.
You and I, we've got our hurdles, but there's no trouble we can't face. You and I, we've got our troubles, but with you, I finally found my place. And I know it's time for me to let you go, but I'm not ready to say goodbye tonight. I'm not ready to cry, 'cause I don't want to say goodbye, 'cause it's gonna be the end this time. So no goodbyes. Could we try to hide the struggles? And you and I can face them on another day. But maybe I can finally fight my battles if you and I went our separate ways. And I know it's time for me to let you go, but I'm not ready to say goodbye tonight. I'm not ready to cry, 'cause I don't want to say goodbye.
Is this how I die? Ridiculed and laughed at, wearing clown shoes. Is this how I die? Furious and reckless, sick with booze. How did I live? I taste every wasted minute, every time I turned away from the things that might have healed me. How long have I been sleeping? Is this how I die? Frightened like a child, lazy and numb. Is this how I die? Pretending and preposterous and dumb. How did I live? Was I kind enough and good enough? Did I love enough? Did I ever look up and see the moon and the stars and the sky? Oh, why have I been sleeping? They say we are asleep until we fall in love. We are children of dust and ashes. But when we fall in love, we wake up and we are a god, and angels weep. But if I die here tonight, I die in my sleep. All of my life I spent searching the words of poets and saints and prophets and kings. And now at the end all I know that I've learned is that all that I know is I don't know a thing. So easy to close off, place the blame outside, hiding in my room at night so terrified. All the things I could have been, but I never had the nerve. Life and love I don't deserve. So alright, I've had my time. Close my eyes, let the dead bells chime. Bury me in burgundy, I just don't care. Nothing's left, I've looked everywhere. Is this how I die? Was there ever any other way my life could be? Is this how I die? Such a storm of feelings inside of me. So then why am I screaming? Why am I shaking? Oh God, is there something that I missed? Did I squander my divinity? Was happiness within me the whole time? They say we are asleep until we fall in love. We are children of dust and ashes. But when we fall in love, we wake up and we are a god, and angels weep. But if I die here tonight, I die in my sleep. They say we are asleep until we fall in love. And I'm so ready to wake up now. I want to wake up. God God, don't let me die while I'm like this. I want to wake up. God, don't let me die while I'm like this. I want to wake up now. God, don't let me die while I'm like this. I'm ready. I'm ready to wake up.
Jenny's afraid of water. I mean, she swims so well, but still she's afraid of water. So she won't go near the sea. Not me. And Katie's afraid of darkness. I mean, she sleeps and all, but still she's afraid of darkness. So when the lights are out, she has to hold my hand. I don't understand. I'm not afraid of anything, be it mountains, water, dragons, dark or sky. I'm not afraid of anything. Tell me, where's the challenge if you never try? So watch me fly. I'm not afraid. And Daddy's afraid of babies. I mean, he got through me, but now he's afraid of babies. Guess he's scared of what they'll be. Not me. And Mama's afraid of crying. You know, she tries to hold it in. She's afraid of crying. She can look at me with tears stuck in her eye, and I don't know why. I'm not afraid of anything, be it growing old or going out of style. I'm not afraid of anything. Who would give up what they want without a trial? Another mile. I'm not afraid. And I feel the calling of adventure, and I hear the ringing in my ear. The lights are glaring, trumpets blaring, I'm right here. And I hear the calling of tomorrow, and I feel the stirring in my bones. And David loves me, he's afraid to hold me. Listen to the calling of excitement. Can you feel the pounding of my heart? The lights are ready, pulse is steady, I can't start. And never stop the calling of a challenge, blessing on the water and the stone. And David loves me, he's afraid to tell me. David loves me, he's afraid to hold me, he's afraid to trust me, and he'll always be. He's afraid of me, and I'm not afraid of anyone. I am sure to win with anyone at all. I'm not afraid of anyone. Not a soul alive can get behind this wall. So let them call and watch them fall. 'Cause after all, I'm not afraid.
Good evening. This is the Man in Black. I said this is the Man in Black, who's
I'm here.
supposed to
I'm
be
here.
relieving
I'm
me of
here.
my announcing
I'm here.
duties.
I'm here. I'm not late.
You are ruining the atmosphere. Just finish the introduction.
Good evening. This is the Man in Black. I am called the Man in Black because I have an aversion for lights. I am here in the studio tonight. What are you doing? Dim the light, you fools!
They're the imbeciles. Excuse me.
Where was I? Oh, yes. Tonight, I'm here to introduce you to a program written by a woman who has seen into the darkest side of human weakness, the hateful, the mean, the thoughtlessness that leads to murder. Tonight, from Liberty High School, we present a study in terror written by Lucille Fletcher called Sorry, Wrong Number, about a woman who is caught in an unfortunate predicament involving the telephone company and the police. This program is not for the squeamish. Listen at your own risk.
Operator, I've been trying to call Murray Hill 40098 for the last half hour, and it's been busy. I don't see how it could possibly be busy that long. Can you try that number for me, please?
I'll be glad to try that number for you. One moment, please.
I just don't see how it could be busy all that time. It's my husband's office, and I'm all alone here in the house. My health is very poor, and I've been feeling so nervous all day.
Ring Murray Hill 40098.
Hello? Hello, is Mr. Stevenson there? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, George?
Yes, this is George speaking.
Hello, who is this? What number am I calling, please?
I'm here with our client.
Oh, good. Is everything okay? Is the coast clear for tonight?
Yes, George. He says the coast is clear for tonight.
Okay, okay.
Where are you now?
I'm in a phone booth. Don't worry, everything's okay.
Very well. You know the address.
Yes, yes, I know. Let's see now. At 11 o'clock, a private patrolman goes around the corner to 2nd Avenue for a beer.
That's right. 11 o'clock. And be sure all the lights downstairs are out.
Okay,
There should be only one light visible from the street.
okay, okay.
What's that? Just a minute, George. Oh, our client tells me that at 11:15, a train crosses the bridge. It makes a noise in case a window is open, and she should scream.
Hello, what number is this, please?
Okay, I understand. That's 11:15, the train, right?
Yeah. Do you remember everything else, George?
Yeah, I'll make it quick. As little blood as possible, because our client does not wish to make her suffer.
That's right. You'll use a knife.
Yes, a knife. It will be okay. Then, afterwards, I'll remove the rings and the bracelets and the jewelry in the bureau drawer, because our client wishes it to look like a simple robbery. Don't worry, everything's okay.
Oh, how awful. How unspeakably awful. Operator!
Your number, please.
Operator, I've just been cut off.
What number were you calling?
Well, operator, I was supposed to be calling Murray Hill 40098, but it wasn't. Some wires must have gotten crossed. I was cut into a wrong number, and I just heard the most dreadful thing, something about a murder, and operator, you'll simply have to retrace that call at once.
I beg your pardon. May I help you?
I know it was a wrong number, and I had no business listening, but these two men, they were cold-blooded fiends, and they're going to murder somebody. Some poor, innocent woman who was all alone in a house near a bridge, and we've got to stop them. We've just got to.
What number are you dialing?
It doesn't matter what number I was calling. This was a wrong number, and you dialed it for me. And we've got to find out what it was immediately.
What number did you call?
Oh, why are you so stupid? What time is it? Do you mean to tell me that you can't find out what that number was just now?
I will connect you with the chief operator.
Well, please. All this talk can't make anyone understand.
This is the chief operator.
Oh, chief operator. I want you to trace a telephone call, immediately. I don't know where it came from or who was making it, but it's absolutely necessary that it be tracked down, because it was about a murder that someone's planning, a terrible, cold-blooded murder of a poor, innocent woman, tonight at 11:15.
I see.
Can you trace it for me? Can you track down those men?
Well, I'm not certain. It depends.
Well, it depends on what?
It depends on whether the call is still going on. If it's a live call, we can trace it on the equipment. If it's been disconnected, we can't.
Disconnected?
If the parties have stopped talking to each other?
No, but of course they must have stopped talking to each other by now. That was at least 5 minutes ago, and they didn't sound like the type that would make a long call.
Well, I could try tracing it. May I have your name, please?
Mrs. Stevenson, Mrs. Albert Stevenson. But listen.
And your telephone number, please?
Plaza 32098. But if you go on wasting all this time...
Why do you want this call traced?
Why? No reason. I mean, I merely felt very strongly that something ought to be done about it. These men sounded like killers. They're dangerous. And they're going to murder this woman at 11:15 tonight. I thought the police ought to know.
Have you reported this to the police?
Well, no. Not yet.
You want this call checked purely as a private individual?
Yes, but meanwhile...
I'm sorry, Miss Stevenson, but I'm afraid we couldn't make this check for you and trace the call just on your own say-so.
But...
as a private individual.
Why?
We have to have something more official.
Oh, for heaven's sake. You mean to tell me that I can't report there's going to be a murder without getting tied up in all this red tape? Why, it's perfectly idiotic. Well, all right. I'll call the police.
I'm sure that will be the best way to deal with.
Ridiculous. Never heard of such nonsense.
Your call, please.
Police department. Get me the police department, please.
Ringing the police department.
Oh, can't you ring them direct?
Police Station 43, Sergeant Martin speaking.
Police department, this is Mrs. Stevenson, Mrs. Albert Stevenson of 5353 North Sutton Place. I'm calling to report a murder.
Huh?
I mean, the murder hasn't been committed yet. I just overheard plans for it over the telephone, over a wrong number that the operator gave me. I've been trying to trace down the call myself, but everybody is so stupid, and I guess in the end you're the only people who could do anything.
Yes, ma'am.
It was a perfectly definite murder. I heard their plans distinctly. 2 men were talking, and they were going to murder some woman at 11:15 tonight. She lived in a house near a bridge. Are you listening to me?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
And there was a private patrolman on the street. He was going to go around for a beer on 2nd Avenue, and there was some third man, a client, who was paying to have this poor woman murdered. They were going to take her rings and bracelets and use a knife. Well, it's unnerved me dreadfully, and I'm not well.
Yes, I see. When was all this, ma'am?
About 8 minutes ago. Oh, then you can do something. You do understand.
What's your name, ma'am?
Mrs. Stevenson, Mrs. Albert Stevenson.
And your address?
5353 North Sutton Place. That's near a bridge. The Queensboro Bridge, you know, and we have a private patrolman on our street.
Yeah.
And 2nd Avenue is...
And what was the number you were calling?
Oh, Murray Hill 40098, but that wasn't the number I overheard. I mean, Murray Hill 40098 is my husband's office.
Mm-hmm.
He's working late tonight, and I was trying to reach him to ask him to come home.
Yes.
I'm an invalid, you know, and it's the maid's night off, and I hate to be alone, even though he says as long as I have the telephone right here beside my bed.
Well, then we'll look into it, Mrs. Stevenson, and see if we can check with the telephone company.
Well, the telephone company said they couldn't check the call. The parties have stopped talking. I've already taken care of that.
Oh, you have?
Yes, and personally, I feel you ought to do something more immediate and drastic than just check the call. What good does checking the call do if they've stopped talking? By the time you track it down, they'll have already committed the murder.
Yeah, well, we'll take care of it, don't you worry.
Well, I say the whole thing calls for a search. A complete and thorough search of the whole city. I'm very near a bridge, and I'm not very far from 2nd Avenue, and I know I'd feel a whole lot better if you sent around a radio car to this neighborhood at once.
Well, what makes you think the murder is going to be committed in your neighborhood, ma'am?
Well, I don't know, only the coincidence is so horrible. 2nd Avenue, the patrolmen, the bridge.
Yeah, well, 2nd Avenue, you know, is a very long street, ma'am. And you know how many bridges there are in the city of New York alone, not to mention Brooklyn, Staten Island, and Queens, and the Bronx.
I know all that.
How do you know it isn't some little house on Staten Island on some little 2nd Avenue you've never heard about? How do you even know they were talking about New York at all?
But I heard the call on the New York dialing system.
Well, maybe it was a long-distance call you overheard.
No.
You know, telephones are funny things. Now, look, why don't you look at it this way? Supposing you hadn't broken in on that telephone call. Supposing you got your husband the way you always do. You wouldn't be so upset, would you?
Well, I suppose not. But it sounded so inhuman, so cold-blooded.
Well, a lot of murders are plotted in this city every day, ma'am. We managed to prevent almost all of them, but a clue of this kind is so vague, it isn't much more to us than no clue at all.
But surely you can.
Unless, of course, you have some reason for thinking this call was phony and somebody was planning to murder you.
Me? No, I hardly think so. I mean, why should anybody? I'm alone all day and night. I see nobody except my maid, Eloise. She's a 200-pounder. She's too lazy to bring up my breakfast tray. And the only other person is my husband, Albert. He's crazy about me. He adores me. He waits on my hand and foot and has scarcely left my side since I took sick 12 years ago.
Yeah, well, then there's nothing for you to worry about, and you can just leave the rest to us. We'll take care of it, ma'am.
Well, what will you do? It's so late, it's nearly 11 now.
We'll take care of it, lady.
Well, will you broadcast it all over the city? And send out squads? And warn your radio cars to watch out, especially in suspicious neighborhoods like mine?
Lady, I said we'd take care of it. Now, I got a couple other matters right here on my desk that require immediate attention. So, thank you, ma'am. Good night.
Oh, you idiot! Oh, why did I hang up the phone like that? Now he'll think I'm a fool. Oh, why doesn't Albert just come home? Why doesn't he? I'll get the operator again.
So many times out there, I've watched a happy pair of lovers walking in the night. They had a kind of glow around them. It almost looked like heaven's light. I knew I'd never know that warm and loving glow, though I might wish with all my might. No face is hideous as my face was ever meant for heaven's light. Suddenly an angel has smiled at me and touched my face without a trace of fright. I dare to dream that she might even care for me. And as I ring the bells tonight, my cold dark tower seems so bright. I swear it must be heaven's light.
They say times are hard for dreamers, but they won't be hard for me. I've saved up everything I know to take that step beyond the lawn. Keep walking till I see the station and then see it go. Inside the train, out through the glass, my finger tracing all of these towns I've never heard of, racing past. Off the train in Paris, half a mile from Sacré-Cœur, the city's waking up for me. A sign says an apartment's vacant on the second floor, and suddenly I hold a key. I turn the lock, the rooms appear, and all it takes is one more step, and then I'm here, just me behind my door. It isn't what I have, it's only what I have in store that matters now. The past can only fade, and everything I'll ever need is here. This is how my world gets made. They say times are hard for dreamers, and who knows, maybe they are. People seem stuck or lost at sea, and I might be a dreamer, but it's gotten me this far, and that is far enough for me. Look out my window, there's a view of other windows, my own museum full of paintings. I look through where everything is clear. It isn't where I am, it's only where I go from here that matters now, and I am not afraid. As everything I'll ever need appears, this is how my world gets made.
I'll get the operator again.
Your call, please.
Operator, for heaven's sake, will you ring that Murray Hill 40098 number again? I can't think what's keeping him so long.
I will try it for you. I'm sorry, Murray Hill 4009 is busy. I will try.
I can hear it. You don't have to tell me. I know it's busy. If I could only get out of this bed for a little while. If I could get a breath of fresh air, or just lean out the window and see the street. Hello? Albert, hello? 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 Oh, what's the matter with this phone? Hello? 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 Oh, for heaven's sake, who is this? Hello? 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 Who is trying to call me? What are they trying to do to me?
Your call, please.
Hello, operator. I don't know what's the matter with this telephone tonight, but it's positively driving me crazy. I've never seen such inefficient, miserable service. Now look, I'm an invalid, and I'm very nervous, and I'm not supposed to be annoyed, but if this keeps on much longer...
What seems to be the trouble?
Well, everything's wrong. I haven't had one bit of satisfaction out of one call I've made this evening. The whole world could be murdered for all you people care. And now my phone keeps ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing every 5 seconds or so, and when I pick it up, there's no one there.
I am sorry. If you will hang up, I will check it for you.
I don't want you to test it for me. I want you to put that call through, whatever it is, at once.
I'm afraid I cannot do that.
You can't? And why? Why, may I ask?
The dial system is automatic. If someone is trying to dial your number, there is no way to check whether the call is coming through the system or not, unless the person who is trying to reach you complains to his particular operator.
Well, of all the stupid. And meanwhile, I've got to sit here in my bed, suffering every time that phone rings, imagining everything.
I will try to check the trouble.
Check it. Check it.
For you, ma'am.
Oh, what's the use of talking to you? You're so stupid. I'll fix her. How dare she speak to me like that? How dare she speak to me like that?
Your call, please.
Young woman, I don't know your name, but there are ways of finding you out. And I'm going to report you to your superiors for the most unpardonable rudeness and insolence that's ever been my privilege. No, give me the business office at once.
You may dial that number direct.
Dial it direct. I'll do no such thing. I don't even know the number.
The number is in the directory, or you may secure it by dialing information.
Listen here, you. Oh, what's the use? Oh, for heaven's sake, I'm going out of my mind. Hello? Hello, stop ringing me, do you hear? Answer me! Who is this? Do you realize you're driving me crazy? Who's calling me? What are you doing it for? Now stop it, stop it, stop it, I say! If you don't stop ringing me, I'm going to call the police. Do you hear? Hello? Hello? If Albert would only come home. Oh, let it ring. Let it go on ringing. I won't answer it. I won't answer it this time. If it goes on ringing all night, I won't answer it. I won't answer it. It stopped. Why did it stop ringing all of a sudden? What time is it? Where's my clock? Where is it? 5 to 11. They've decided something. They're sure I'm home. They've heard my voice answering. That's why they've been ringing. Oh, where is she? Why doesn't she answer?
Call, please.
Where were you just now? Why didn't you answer? Give me the police department.
I'm sorry, the line is busy. I will call you when.
Busy? That's impossible. The police department can't be busy. There must be other lines available.
The line is busy. I will try to get them for you later.
No! I've got to speak to them now. It may be too late. I've got to talk to someone.
What number do you wish to speak to?
I don't know, but there must be someone to protect people besides the police department. A detective agency,
You will find agencies listed in the classified directory.
I don't have a classified. I'm too nervous to look it up. I don't know how to use the book.
I will connect you with information. Perhaps she will be able to help you.
No! No! Oh, you're being spiteful, aren't you? You don't care what happens to me. I can die and you won't care. Oh, stop it! Stop it! I can't stand it anymore. Hello, what do you want? Stop ringing. Will you stop, please?
Hello? Is this Plaza 32099?
Yes. Yes, this is Plaza 32099.
I have a telegram here from Miss Albert Stevenson. Is there anyone there to receive the message?
I'm Mrs. Stevenson.
The telegram is as follows. Miss Albert Stevenson, 53 North Stetton Place, New York, New York. Darling, terribly sorry. Tried to reach you for the last hour, but line busy. Leaving for Boston 11 p.m. tonight on urgent business. Back tomorrow afternoon. Keep happy. Love, signed, Albert.
Oh, no.
Do you wish us to deliver a copy of the message?
No. No, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Good night.
Good night. No. No, I don't believe it. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. Nobody knows I'll be all alone. It's some trick. It's some trick, I know it.
Your number, please.
Operator, try that number Murray Hill 40098 for me just once more, please.
You may dial that number direct.
Oh. 40098. Oh no. You're gone. Oh, Albert, how could you? Oh, but I can't stay alone tonight. I can't. If I'm alone one more second, I'll go mad. I don't care what he says or what the expense is. I'm a sick woman. I'm entitled to some consideration.
This is information. May I help you?
I want the telephone number of Henchley Hospital.
Henchley Hospital. Do you have the street address?
No. No, it's somewhere in the 70s. It's a very small, private, and exclusive hospital where I had my appendix out 2 years ago. Henchley? Henchley.
1 moment, please.
Please hurry. And please, what is the time?
You may find out the time by dialing Meridian 71212.
Oh, for heaven's sake, I have no time to be dialing.
The number of Henchley Hospital is Butterfield 89970.
Is this Henchley Hospital?
Henchley Hospital?
Nurses Registry.
Who is it that you want to speak to?
I want the nurses registry at once. I want a trained nurse. I want to hire her immediately for the night.
I see. What is the nature of the case, madam?
Nerves. I'm very nervous. I need soothing and companionship. You see, my husband is away and I'm...
Have you been recommended to us by any doctor in particular, madam?
No, but I really don't see why all this is necessary. I want a trained nurse. I was a patient in your hospital 2 years ago, and after all, I do expect to pay this person for attending me.
We quite understand that, madam, but these are war times, you know. Registered nurses are very scarce just now, and our superintendent has asked us to send people out only in cases where the physician in charge feels it is absolutely necessary.
Well, it is absolutely necessary. I'm a sick woman. I'm very upset. Very. I'm alone in this house, and I'm an invalid, and tonight I overheard a telephone conversation that upset me dreadfully. A woman is going to be killed when a train crosses a bridge. In fact, if someone doesn't come at once, I'm afraid I'll go out of my mind.
Well, I'll speak to Mrs. Phillips as soon as she comes in. And what is your name, madam?
Miss Phillips, when do you expect her to come in?
I really couldn't say. She went out to supper at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock? But it's not 11 yet. Oh! Oh, my clock has stopped. I thought it was running down. What time is it?
Just 15 minutes past 11.
What was that?
What was what, madam?
That click just now. In my own telephone, as though someone had lifted the receiver off the hook, off the extension telephone downstairs.
I didn't hear it, madam. Now, about this nurse...
But I did. There's someone in this house. Someone downstairs in the kitchen, and they're listening to me now. They're listening. I won't pick it up. I won't let them hear me. I'll be quiet, and they'll think. But if I don't call someone now while they're still down there, there'll be no time. I've got to get that operator.
Your call, please.
Operator. Operator. I'm in desperate trouble.
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you. Please speak louder.
I don't dare speak louder. There's someone listening. Can you hear me now?
I'm sorry.
But you've got to hear me. Please, please, you've got to help me. There is someone in this house, someone who's going to murder me, and you've got to get in touch with the... There it is. Did you hear it? He's put it down. He's put down the extension phone. He's coming up the stairs. Give me the police department.
1 moment, please. I will connect you.
Okay. Hurry. I can hear him. Oh no, please, oh God, hurry!
Police Station 43, Sergeant Martin speaking.
Police department? Oh, I'm sorry. Must have gotten the wrong number. Don't worry. Everything's okay.
While things did not turn out too well for Mrs. Stevenson, Fortunately, the author of tonight's tale spared you the embarrassment of including a song performed by our producer's wife. Mr. Stevenson, by the way, did not completely escape justice. He moved to California with his secretary Marge, where he has won a seat on the San Diego City Council. Thank you for listening to this broadcast. We hope you enjoyed listening to it.
We hope you enjoyed listening to it as much as we did producing it.
What are you doing?
Making sure the play isn't ruined.
Ruined? You completely interrupted my lines.
That isn't important. We hope you enjoyed listening
Wait
to it as much as...
Wait a minute, Buster. You can't come onto my stage, take over my lines, and...
Hey, mic guy, turn off his mic. Sorry, wrong number, which was originally produced and broadcast live by Columbia Broadcasting on May 25th, 1943. This is your announcer, Andrew Kaska.